everyone, I'm Fabri.
And I'm Yuri.
Today we want to talk about how we apply for the marriage here in Japan and how we apply the spouse visa. After we decided to move to Japan after spending 2 years in Australia, it was quite challenging for us to understand how the process works to get married in Japan and to apply the spouse visa.
So we're gonna share with you about our experience. Hopefully it'll help you.
So the first thing I done is came here with a tourist visa, valid for 3 months. And then we decide actually where to live, in which city. Why? Because every city or every town requirement different documentation. And my embassy, which is Italian embassy, also require different documentation from different countries. So it's better for you also to check. So in my case, when I called the embassy, they asked me first, where do you want to get married? So I decide in Japan.
So we went to the town hall where we live right now and asked them what kind of documentation we need to get married. And they told us to provide 4 documents, which are Kon-in Todoke, is marriage registration form, application form. Second is Koseki Tohon, is my family certificate, and his passport. And the last one is Kon-in Yoken Gubi Shoumesho, which is the document says he's single in his country. In the other words, the certificate of legal capacity to contract marriage. The last one, the Kon-in Yoken Gubi Shoumesho, is a little bit complicated to get.
So yes, I totally agree with it's the most difficult one, but also it's the most important one. We went to the hall, we found this booklet, and the last page actually describe that every embassy has different procedure. In my case, I'm from Italy, so my procedure was to go on the Italian website, embassy website, download this page, fill it up, scan our passport, and pay 800 yen in everything in an envelope. Sent to them, wait around 2 weeks. We went 2 weeks, and I got this documentation which say that I'm not married in Italy.
So in the end, we got these 4 documents, Kon-in Todoke and Koseki Tohon and Kon-in Yoken Gubi Shoumesho and his passport. So and also Kon-in Yoken Gubi Shoumesho needs to be translated, and we got also this one too. So we went to the town hall to registration, and finally we got married.
Who's the ring? So now I got married in Japan. Yoo, it's not finished. I also need to get registered in my country. So I called the Italian embassy and they told me to provide 4 more documents. So one would be the marriage registration certification, and one would be the copy of our passport. Third, it would be the new family certificate, which actually now I'm in their family, okay? And the last one is a document which I have to download online to the Italian embassy and say that I'm married with my wife Yuri.
Marriage certificate and family certificate need to be apostillized, so which you need to ask for Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Japan. So you need to contact with them. So get the website and download the application form. So you fill up and send it to Foreign Affairs office. So in our case, running out the time, we got only 3 months until his visa expires. So he went to Osaka to do this, and he went to the office and get the document which apostillized.
And once everything, so I have to wait 1 day. So I give them these 2 documents, so the marriage certification and the family certification. I have to wait 24 hours. So I wait 1 day, and then I went again to the Ministry of Affairs Japan, and I got this documentation which was the apostille. And then this documentation I bring to the embassy of Italy, and everything was done. They give me documentation which actually say that I got married in Japan, and I sent the application to my country. So now, yeah, we got married also in my country, okay? But unfortunately, it's not finished.
This is the finish of the marriage.
Yes.
No.
Well, I've divorced me. She divorced me already. No, this is the end of the process to get married. Now we
Yeah.
are married in both the countries, okay?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay.
So now we need to get. I need to get visa to stay in Japan. So I need to go to the closest immigration office. In this case, we live in Fukuoka. I went to the closest immigration office, and they asked me two questions. The first question was, which visa you are right now, and which was tourist visa. And the second question was about how many years you want to stay more in Japan. It was between 1 to 4 years, and I choose 4 years. But in the end, depend. They can give you 1, 2, or 3, 4 years. So the immigration office give me a bunch of paper, which is all the documentation I have to bring it home, which I bring it to my wife.
You didn't bring me the flowers, but documentation. A lot.
Welcome to the wedding. What the immigration office want for us? It was 3 pictures that show us our relationship. So we get picture from New Zealand and Sydney and Japan. What's New Zealand? We squeezed down. And photo ID, and then I got like a documentation to feel that I have no crime issue or and her tax.
My tax certificate. And also they give us a lots of like questions, like a questionnaire, and which we need to write it down, how we met, like how we communicate each other, or like a lot of like a private stuff. Our parents knows our marriage,
Right.
or if we had wedding reception, or like ceremony.
Yeah, so there's so many actually fake marriage here in Japan, so it's very normal to ask you this. We fill up everything's document, so again we got 3 pictures for relationship, then we got my the best one, photo ID, and then we got this documentation to fill, like let's say with our relationship is true. Then we got her employee and the tax and salary, how much she make.
Yeah, it's like my detail of my work.
After that, I fill up everything. I went to Fukuoka immigration again. I give this document. They give me a card which they say, come back in 2 weeks. Once you get the response from us. So after 2 weeks, I got a response. It's like a small letter which say, okay, now you can come back in the immigration office. We decide the result. So that's to me to bring my passport and to pay for the visa, which actually it was 4,000 yen.
4,000 yen.
4,000 yen. So I went to immigration office. I paid 4,000 yen. I went with my passport. Got the residence card. So yeah, it's for 1 year. My visa is for 1 year. After 1 year, I have to come back. I have to renew, but 3 months before. Yes, 3 months before expire. So that's all the procedure. It was quite complicated.
Yeah.
I hope guys you understand, and I hope this was very helpful for you, because for us it was really a headache. If you guys have any question, please just comment below. We try to give you help. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.
Ciao.
Ciao, mata ne. Hi everyone.
I'm Yuri.
Can we do it today?